The BioMEMS Resource Center brings together the full range of bio, micro, electro, and mechanical systems with skilled staff and collaborators to translate cutting-edge research into life-saving technologies. Our in-house facilities support the complete development cycle from initial research and fabrication through laboratory refinement to the clinical trials which provide data needed for further improvement.
It's a crucible. It's a crucible that's allowing engineers, scientists, innovators, entrepreneurs, molecular biologists, and clinicians to all come together to solve some really important clinical problems.
There's just this wealth of research, engineering, and scientific expertise, and medical expertise.
The process may begin with an idea, an observation, or a combination of the two, then progress from a CAD/CAM design to our clean room for microfabrication.
So we start out with what's just a silicon wafer, which is, for our purposes, a very flat surface. On top of the silicon wafer, we spread a very thin layer of this plastic material that's sensitive to UV light. We then expose that material to light through this mask that we've drawn. And the parts that get exposed to light, where we want our channels, harden. And then we can dissolve away everything else. So now on our very flat wafer surface, we've got these raised structures that correspond to the channels we want. The clean room's important, but the importance of having it in a biological lab is that it lets us go immediately from making these devices to bringing them right outside the room into the lab where we can start using them right away. So you get the same people who are going in and making these devices who then take them straight to the benchtop and use them. And that matters because then when you're using the device, you can look and say, oh, that's not quite working exactly the way I expected it to. And rather than having to make a call back to your supplier and going through a 2-week cycle of waiting for the new shipment to come in, you can then sit right down at your computer, change your drawing, go back into the clean room, and we can make new devices.
Completing the path from idea to device is just the first stage of a long upward climb. It's here in the clinic where doctors and nurses will learn to rely on this product or throw it away. At least that was the case until the clinic became the final testing ground in our development routine. It's a cyclical process as prototypes return from the clinic to the lab with detailed feedback. There are multiple initiatives underway at the center which could be in process for years before they reach a level of refinement that justifies widespread distribution to the medical care community.
The research that I do on circulating tumor cells focuses on capturing these very rare cells, 1 in a billion, to have clinicians that identify patients for us on a weekly basis that we can choose from to have directly sent to our lab door is something that no one else has that I know of.
It's just starting to ramp up, but the kinds of questions that we can answer is really unprecedented in the field and has really reignited a field that was pretty much somnolent, if not dead, before this started. People had given up on circulating tumor cells as something that would never work, and now it's one of the hottest growing, fastest growing fields in oncology.
With unparalleled capabilities throughout the complete development cycle and our many strong working relationships with accomplished educational and research institutions across the globe, the BioMEMS Resource Center has a proven track record of developing cutting-edge technologies for studying cells and tissues on a chip. Through our training and collaborative efforts, we are spreading our expertise throughout the scientific community. Combined with our in-house dissemination efforts, technologies developed at the BMRC, from rare cell capture to high-speed cell sorting, organs on a chip, and beyond, are ushering in the 21st century of medical breakthroughs.